Can you remember this guy? Well, he's going to be growing up sometime soon, and he's going to be out of work. Now, on the other hand, we've got a lot of jobs. So I think today what we will be doing is we'll be finding this guy a job for when he grows up. So that is the beginning of our very first project in this world, which is Project Librarian. And I don't know, we'll find a catchier name for it, but I think it starts today, where we'll be putting together many different parts so we can get our librarian, we can get our library, and then eventually we can get all the books we've ever needed. But for that, we will need to find some fitting blocks for a library. So that's why we'll be going into some very dangerous territory today in the Nether. Now, before we get going on our project, I need to do something very important, which is keep our very first pickaxe in a very safe spot. Now, I did get a suggestion to make sure we kept our very first iron pickaxe, and I think that's a fantastic idea. We've got one big problem though, and that's this guy right over here, the stone pickaxe, because I've actually gone through 3 and we didn't keep him, which is kind of silly of me. But you know what? I think we've got a good enough solution for putting that one in there. And that is, we will one day travel back to our very first place where we mined that stone, and we'll find the stone that was right next to it, mine it up, and make our second pickaxe right over there, at least a replica. So I'm getting quite carried away with that sort of stuff, but one thing I'm not going to get too carried away with is our gold armor, because we've only got 9 gold ingots. And remember what we did in the last episode was we challenged ourselves to 100 blocks, and that was all we could mine. Now, unfortunately for us, we got more diamonds than what we did get gold. So we are in a little bit of a predicament, because all we can do is either a golden helmet and golden boots, or we could do a single pair of pants, or we could also do a single chest plate. So I think the helmet and the shoes, and then we'll be happy. Whoa, what did I do there? There we go. Helmet, boots, check them out. We're looking like an absolute champion right there. I love it. We're ready. We're totally ready to take on this Nether. Now, the other thing that we need to do is we need to think about something very important, which is that first pickaxe that we just mentioned. Now, I'm thinking we probably should do a diamond pick just to start things off. It's first of all the greatest pick out that we can get in terms of what we can mine. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm cooking food because we're getting kind of low on food. This is all we got. Yeah, it's basically the best pick in terms of what we can mine. There's nothing I can think of that we can't mine with a diamond pick, besides, of course, bedrock. So we'll start it off with our first diamond pick, but I want to get some use out of this gold one. So I realized that we haven't yet discussed what this first project is going to be. And that first project is, of course, the library. We know that much, but we need to get some good blocks for a library, because if we're going to make a library, we better do it right. And I think we should get ourselves blocks that are sort of magical, like the nether blocks, the new ones. They look magical to me, and I think they'll be great. I like the look of them, just in general. I like the colors, the blues, the reds, and we're going to be using a lot of those blocks in the future in our base. So I think it's worthwhile getting going in the nether, and besides, I'm down for an adventure. I am always down for an adventure, and I'm looking forward to that. This guy also, by the way, was our first librarian. Trying to dodge me. There we go. Nothing too crazy. The aqua affinity will come back for. Well, you're getting a bit close there, buddy. All right, we'll be saying goodbye to you. I'll see you later. And I want to go find the little guy that's going to be growing up. Where is he? He was right over here. Oh, well, they grow up so fast. I couldn't have walked away, and you must have grown up. All right, well, there we go. There he is. You are going to be getting some work very, very shortly. So I was considering just going into the nether with our golden pickaxe, but I don't know. I haven't actually tested it out. Does just holding a golden item count as the golden item that we could use to get away with being in the nether? I'm not too sure, and I don't think I am willing to test it because we've already had an unfortunate situation with a skeleton last episode. I don't think we want to try that out with piglins. I feel like it's just going to be much worse. Now, we are getting close to where that nether portal was that we found in the last episode. I think it was just on the other side of this stuff. I can see the water. I know it was on the river, so it must be this river over here. I felt like it was so much harder to travel through these things last time. Where is it? There we go. There we go. We got it. There it is. Oh, actually, you know what? We're going to have a little bit of a problem because we don't have any iron to get this stuff out. So maybe, I mean, I could place blocks there, but I don't want to waste the lava. I feel like we're going to have to just waste the lava. Golden pickaxe. Whoa. Oh, you freaked me out there. All right, golden pickaxe, get to work. Oh man, this is not going good so far. Man, these blocks are gonna give me a heart attack. I tell you, that was unexpected. Just stop. All right, you know what? I'm gonna do this way too many times. We'll get rid of it now, and then I don't worry about it later. So these ones, I think we got in that chest over there in the last episode. Sun's going down. Okay, good, we better get in. The sun's going down, let's be safe and get into the nether, why don't we? There we go, all right. So nether portal, open up. All right, we're gonna do it. Let's just do it. I realized it was probably quite a silly move to try and jump into that. I could have jumped into that lava. There we go, we need to go deeper. What? Oh no, oh no. This can't be real. This can't, and a ghast as well. This is a joke. No way. This is payback for me getting that many diamonds. There is absolutely no chance that I spawn in a hovering nether portal. Please don't do that. I'd appreciate it. All right. The plan is... Yeah. Is that gonna hit the strider? Let's wait. This is gonna be exciting. I think it... Nah, it's not. Oh, I thought it was gonna hit the strider. That could have been cool. No, 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 no. Whoa. What? This is intense and we haven't got a block out of it. All right, I'm getting out of here. We need a plan. All right, I've got no idea what we're gonna be doing there. We're gonna have to, I guess, pillar out in one direction. But, oh yeah, oh no, this is not good. Why did we start off like this? All right, so we're gonna have to pillar off in one direction, and that is gonna be easier said than done. Get away from me, Skelly. Well, you know what? I'm gonna avoid the village. I'm gonna go all the way this way, because I don't want that villager that we've just got grown up to be in trouble with some of these skellies. Well, the skellies aren't the problem, the zombies are the problem, so we'll just go out that way and cut across to our base. But yeah, we're gonna have to pillar out. That's pretty much the only thing we've got. And besides, I mean, we gotta think of a way out. So maybe, you know what? Here's Smart Jancy speaking. Oh, they were a bit close. This is the mature version of me that says, maybe you should bring some obsidian to get back out of the nether. And I say, great idea, great idea. So we're armed with a bucket, and I think this is going to be the solution to all of our problems. So there we go. We need to get ourselves, what is that? We've got 2. We need, what? How many do you need? 3, and then 2, but you also want the corner blocks. You done? I'll take those though. I was wondering what was going on behind me. There we go. So we need 3, 3, 2, which is 10, plus the corner blocks, 14. I need the corner blocks. We can't not have the corner blocks. Now, before we get up to any more mischief, I want to remind you that if you are enjoying the video, please be sure to leave a like because it helps me out tremendously. And not only that, if you haven't already subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe. That will help you keep up with all the rest of the videos that we've got coming out. And of course, we also do have our Discord server linked in the description below if you would like to join that. The link is just down there. Now, it's time to go into the nether. All right, so I'm thinking... Oh man, I was hoping that guy was gone. I'm thinking that looks kind of cool there, but we need to find the shortest possible distance to a safe location. We've also got the problem, you know, we don't have just the problem of going out in one direction. We've got the problem of going down as well because we don't even have feather falling. So we gotta go out, I guess we gotta go out all the way there. No, please don't look at me, don't look at me. Just stay on that side. No, don't wanna go into the overworld. All right, we'll just switch to this side. Maybe, oh, I feel like I could be brave and shoot that back at the guy. All right, no, we good. Let's just go and put these over here and we'll pillar our way out that way. Nice and safe. I'm so lucky that guy despawned. I don't know if I am the absolute luckiest player to get the kind of things that we've got here, but I certainly have got some crazy level of random generation going on for me. The amount of diamonds we found, the weird things that we found here, like this. Why? How often does that happen? Not very much. I don't think I've ever got one. Come to think of it, I've seen them, but I don't think I've got one in a survival world. So yeah, not very, very likely, I would imagine. All right, I think we can probably drop down over here. We'll take a little bit of damage, but I'm feeling like we'll be safe. Let's just go for it. Okay, not as bad as I expected. That was all right. So we can put a little staircase up there. We also do have the full 14 block portal to put around wherever we need it, but I'm gonna keep that with me because if we get very, very lost, I can just get out right there. So it looks like we're in a very, very barren place. There aren't any trees around here, any nether trees of any sort. And I think what we'll do is we'll just keep traveling in one direction. And that will mean we don't get too lost. And not only that, it'll also mean that we won't go around in circles. So let's just keep going in that direction. I hope we don't run into too much lava. Although I should just keep my mouth shut. That's what I should do. Just not talk. Let's just hope we don't get another one of these. I want to address one question that I know you've probably got on your mind right now, and that is, why did I use that portal that was there and not just create my own portal somewhere else and avoid the trouble of being spawned in over lava? And the answer to that is really that I wanted to try play the game the way that the devs currently are trying to make the game, you know, a portal spawns in the world, get through that portal and explore the nether. I wanted to try that out, and I know I could very well create my own portal somewhere else. I just wasn't too concerned about that. I like a little bit of the challenge. All right, this is too close, too close, too close. Just leave me alone, Ghast, please. I don't have good armor for this. Oh man, what are we on? Okay, our armor's still looking good. Man, that Ghast, without proper armor, that really, really gets you down very fast. All right, we were just down there when I said that about the Ghast, and then we find ourselves one of these. So that is perfect timing. A little bit of exploration, I like it. And in fact, we could even get a little upgrade in terms of our armor, because currently I've only got boots and a hat. Oh, this is gonna take forever, isn't it? Look at this is gonna take forever. Oh, achievements are being made. Anything around here? No blazes, no wither skellies. We've got ourselves a saddle, that is fantastic. More gold, more iron, looking good. Ooh, upgraded horse armor. We haven't even got our first bunch of horse armor. You know, I kind of feel like we should always just get gold and we have to upgrade it ourselves, because I never ever have the need for any armor for my horse. Boom, upgrade. But I always somehow get all the different types. But there we go. First little upgrade. Looking a little bit more like a tank. Look at that. From 1.5 to 4. That is big. Big amount of armor. We have found our first foe. There it is. Let's see. You know what? Here it is. The luck. Do I truly have ridiculous luck? Let's see. All right, I'm gonna quickly make a little safety spot. If this still works, I haven't even tested this out in a while. It's pretty cool. It feels like you're going through an aquarium and you're like, oh yeah, look, the manta ray. Feels like I should be looking up there and seeing something. All right, where is it? Where'd you go? Hey buddy, come on here. One whack that way. I can probably get another sneaky one in. Yep, and I think we'll be all right. Hopefully he stops, knocks his head, and gets stuck. This is for the final verdict. Do I have ridiculous luck? I don't. Oh, number 3, you got me so good with that coal. Oh, I got my hopes up. I got my hopes up just to be let down by that guy. All right, still nothing too exciting yet. I think, oh, well, there's a bit of excitement. I think we're just better off getting onto the path to look for a proper biome with some trees in it. All right, 3, 2, 1. Dodged. Oh, had one left. And, bam, 3. No. Oh, blaze rod. Just got a sword upgrade as well to our gold. Anything here? Second gold sword. Man, we're gonna actually, we're gonna have some trouble. I'll take it anyway, but we're gonna have some trouble keeping all this stuff. Here is our first biome change that we're coming up to. Whoa, did not see you there, buddy. There we go. Give me those arrows. That's all you got? All right. Lame. All right, first biome change that we're coming up to, and it is the Soul Sand Valley, which is actually one of my favorite newest biomes. I love the blue background and also the little particles that come around it. So good. So happy with this one. It also feels just so calming. And then all of a sudden, drop skeleton out of nowhere. And not too far away, we've got ourselves our second biome change, which is, of course, the Crimson Forest. And I just want to get myself a few of these, because that means not those. Although I would like some of those, but we can't pick them up. But I just want a few of these so that we are able to grow a few trees when we get back home. Wow, look at that. That looks so good. That is actually very impressive. I've just dug through this little hole right over there and come out to see this. That is so impressive. Look at this. This is actually so good. You know what? We actually don't need to find the biome that I'm looking for, which is what? Oh, I thought the guy freaked out of me, which is one of these. We don't need that. We'll keep that over there. And we can now make ourselves a good old, what is that? A mushroom on a stick or something to be able to get ourselves a bit of a strider ride. But I think what I really want to do is just make it out of here with, what the heck was that? That is absolutely ridiculous. All right. I'm so glad I turned around and someone could witness that, because that was nuts. That's like, hey, yeah, you're not going anywhere. This is where you end. So I think I want to just get myself maybe one more of these warped funguses and I'll be happy. But I didn't even know that they could spawn in these. All right, we are in a predicament because there is one just over there. But there are a million of those things just over there. So I've got one choice. I could go and move around that way. And that's it. I said I got one choice. There wasn't another one. That's it. I've just got to move around that way. Somehow do it smartly. But I don't know. I guess digging is our... What the heck? That thing is so angry. A little one. I don't even want to try my luck with one of those little ones. I feel like that's like the baby zombie of these things. It's going to be able to fit into every block that I put in front of it. And it's just going to absolutely wreck me. I'm just going to keep my distance. And let's hope this goes well for me. Gee, don't do that to me. Oh. All right. I think what I'll do is I'll dig through this way. We'll dig 20 blocks that way, then the rest in there. All right, let's see if my strategy has worked. Please tell me these guys are not right where I come up at. No, let me just make sure. I think we are safe, and there's actually a few more of these things. Boom, I'll take that. I'll take that one there, and I'll be making my way out as soon as I possibly can. We've actually got our ticket out of here right there. So we're good. Look at this over here. Oh man, I almost just walked into that. That is so unlucky. And did that guy just spawn right where I was? I actually should be probably making it my priority to get out of here, but I can't help myself. Is this another fall to my doom? Yes, it is. All right, it's time. We got to get out of here. Don't really just place this one here. Why would I do that? I'm too hasty. Let's just get out of here. I think I've got 4 warped fungus, and I think that won't be enough, but you know what? It'll be a good start for us to get some magical blocks into our library. So that was 1, 2, 3. We'll just do it over here. 1, 2, 3, and time to go across. 1, 2, 3, 4. That guy's getting awfully close, but he's not going to be close or quick enough. So there we go. I'm free, and I'm safe, and I'm still in one piece. Man, after that start, who could have believed that? Of course. I deserve this. This is because of the diamonds. I deserve it. I can hear pigs. We must be getting close to the top. I can see that. That was a bit of a cheaty way. I just saw some sunlight, so we know we are in daytime when we come out of here. But the big problem is I need to find my way back home. Oh, how good does that feel? Just walking out over here. There's a bee. We must be close if there's bees. Oh man, that is so good. You know what? We were actually not that close because I just traveled a lot of blocks in the Nether. And I came out a lot further away. I can guarantee you that. Oh no. We are many thousands of blocks away from home. I have messed up really, really bad. But the real problem is, do I just go ahead through the Nether? Or do I travel thousands of blocks? I think, you know what? Let's make this a little adventure because I'm going to try and get back to 0-0. I can make a boat. We can survive off the land. We can find some new biomes. And look at that. Treasure already. We're doing well. You know what? This trip back home, it's going to take me a while, but it's going to be good. Now let me tell you about my trip home. I managed to find a horse, and we luckily had the saddles from the Nether Fortress a bit earlier, so that meant I could ride the horse and loot a few villages along the way until we came to the ocean, which was where I had to ditch the horse, which we will come back for one day, and get ourselves a boat to go the rest of the way. And we did find one good thing along the way, and that was a desert biome, which was great because I really needed cactus. So we picked up some cactus, and then here we are. Oh my gosh, I've traveled forever and I have finally found something that is recognizable. This over here is a creeper explosion that happened just before I got our sheep on the first episode. There we go, you can see one of those sheep. So that means we spawned just over that hill over there. And from this time, I think I just ended up walking this way. So I think we're good. In fact, you know how I know which direction our base is from here on out? Is I was following that way, which is west, because that was where the sun was going to go down. So that is very, very lucky. Good spot. Feels so good to be back home. Now that we are back, we should get refocused on the main task at hand, and that is Project Librarian, which is going to require many papers and many books and a lot of different things to make sure that our librarian has actually got a fully stocked library. And for that, what we are going to need to do is get a ridiculous amount of sugarcane, and also, just as importantly, a ridiculous amount of leather, which is why I want to propose a brand new idea that I've got for this, which is we're going to start planting crops. And I know I made a stone hoe not too long ago, but I think if we're going to be serious about this, all right, we can't just have a few little crops here and there. We need to do this right. And we need to make sure that when we do make more crops, we've got a reliable tool. And there you have it, the very first diamond hoe. And who would have expected it to come right after the diamond pickaxe and before the diamond axe, before the diamond shovel? We've got ourselves a diamond hoe. I thought, you know what, let's kick it off in style with our farming. So because we got this wacky kind of colorful vibe, and eventually, hopefully, when I say wacky, I really feel like we could eventually get a fairly wacky looking vibe around the place. I want to try something a little different, and we're going to be standing around there mostly because of course that's where our little house is. And I'm thinking what could be kind of cool is to have these semicircles around here of crops, and it's kind of hard for me to explain, so I'm just going to put them in. But basically, I want to have this just looking real interesting, and as far as crops can go, as interesting as a crop could possibly be. Something like this is what I've got on my mind, and you'll see what I mean now, where I'm talking about these circles that kind of fit into one another, where we can just do a bit like this. Ignore this guy, he's gonna get in the way, I can guarantee you that. But if we do circles like this, it'll just look a little bit more interesting. And not only that, we should be able to, if I can put, for instance, the next level that comes out here, around there, for instance, that'll be able to hide the water source that we would need for each of these here. So for instance, right over here, if we get rid of that one, I could put the water source block in there, and that should match all of this here, and we don't have all those ugly squares around the place. I think that could be a cool idea. Really, I just want to make sure that things look a little bit prettier than what the world would look like. This guy is going to trample all my crops, I can guarantee you that. Well, this is a situation I should have seen coming. Look at that. Oh man, they'll get over it. Will they? That guy looks like he's over it. No, not over it. All right, now I'm just going to wait for a bit. I've actually gone quite a bit further out of here, and they haven't left. I thought they would have despawned by now. This is kind of fun. This is like a little mini game. Dodge the llama spit. So here is my plan. What we'll do is we will remove this one over here. We'll just dig one little hole there, pop that in there, and then now what should happen is when we place this here, it's a pity, I'll eventually fix those up. That over there, by the way, that is a crime. Never do that. If you ever have wood that should be going into the ground and then you have a little bit of dirt below it, just put another piece of wood. That's all you gotta do. I'm gonna make sure I find more logs so that I can fix that there. It's a Jancy crime. That's what that is. You can call it a Jancy crime. I don't know. I just can't bring myself to leave it. So here you'll see, this is my idea. So we'll have these little bits here where we'll have all these plants planted. And of course, we need all these wheat seeds. Ooh, seedy place. We need all of this wheat so that we could grow up some good old cows so that we can get books. And that's the plan, of course. And I've also got some potatoes, which is for when we eventually run out of food. Baked potatoes, always a good second choice meal. And if we are lazy, it could even become our first choice meal. So how does that look there? Let's take a little step back. I actually want to just check what the strip looks like. I think I'm going to probably strip those logs. Let's have a look from a distance. Yeah, look at that. Imagine those just getting a little bit of crops out the top. We can do a whole, in fact, we could almost fill this whole mountain up with those. And then of course we can have them dotted around the place, because if we eventually have a whole little mini village around here, which is probably my idea for this area, we will probably need to make it look like we actually do feed everyone. So I'm going to wait and watch these grow until the next episode, where we will finally get onto the actual Project Librarianing, where we can bring the librarian into our home, and of course we might even need to tackle the Nether once again. But for today, I want to thank you so much for joining me on this video, and of course the amount of support that we've been receiving on these videos has been absolutely enormous, so thank you again for being a part of that. Now that's me for today's episode, and I will catch you in the next one.